what's up, little android? SonicFanGal here, and if you've never heard of me before, be sure you hit the subscribe button so you can check me out. Also, be sure you check out my other pages, as I have a lot of content and I have a lot of things, and I actually just posted a chapter of my book. If you want to, you can check out Snownado on Wattpad. And I also have a Tumblr, so be sure you follow that too, because I post most of my art on there. So today I'm going to be talking about the new Sonic 2 movie. I'm not sure if anybody watched it or not, but the Sonic 2 movie was actually interesting, and it was a lot to take in. So I saw the first Sonic movie back, it was months ago, and I went to watch it, and I was like, it was cool and I loved it, but it felt like the plot of Sonic X, which I'm not complaining about that. I actually have always liked the idea of Sonic being around humans. I've always liked that idea. I don't know why Sega keeps on cutting that off. Just like in Forces, I thought that would have been cool if Gun would have been in it. Because, it is a big part of the Sonic lore. It's a big part of it. So this second movie comes out, and I'll give you pretty much a short little summary. Eggman is found in like the mushroom planet, or mushroom dimension or something, and he meets Knuckles. He just comes out of this, the big ring portal thing. He just came out of it, and Eggman decided to tell him that Sonic had some form of use with the Chaos Emeralds. I will say this though, I thought it was weird that the Chaos Emeralds are so little and the Master Emerald was as big as the regular emeralds are. Because the Master Emerald's supposed to be this big gem, and the Chaos Emeralds are supposed to be like a regular size. It's not like it's this, they're these little itty bitty things. Like, they were really little. There is a part in it that I will say, and there are spoilers, so if you don't want to get spoiled, if you haven't seen the movie yet, skip to this timeline. So, Sonic, at the end of the movie, he gets crushed by Dr. Eggman and his big mecha machine, because Dr. Eggman took all the Chaos Emeralds' power and became like this big being that seemed almost kind of like Mephiles in a strange form. I thought that was weird. Like, that was pretty much the only part that really got to me, because Eggman was never able to do that. Not that I had seen. And I just thought that part was a little bit off. But I will say this, Sonic actually turned supersonic at the end. I never thought that they would do that. Like, I didn't think that, but then they did. And then at the end, seeing Project Shadow as like the end credits or post credits, I was like, holy cow, this is so cool. Like, I loved that. I love that part. Shadow has always been my favorite Sonic character. Like, I love them all. Like, I don't have a specific favorite, but I've always related to Shadow in a sense. So I thought that was like super cool. Like, holy cow, he's gonna be showing up. There's also supposed to be like a Knuckles spin-off. People have said that Team Chaotix is gonna show up, and I've heard a lot of things about it. So when Supersonic did like come out in that scene, I honestly expected, like, I don't know really what I expected. Like, I didn't know it was going to end like that. And also, I thought they were actually going to, like, do Chaos first, because Chaos came before Shadow. I thought that was a bit off, but they seem to be running on their own sense of style. And, that's fine. I'm not complaining about that at all. I just thought it was a bit strange that they didn't, like, put all the characters, if that makes sense. So, what did I overall think of the Sonic movie? To me, Sonic 2 is actually better than the first one. Like, I actually like the second one better. I guess because it had actually more of the characters in it and it fit more into the lore rather than Sonic, the first movie. The first movie, it was good. Like, I liked the first movie, but it just felt like it was... I don't know how to describe it. Like, I got that they were trying to make an origin story. It just felt off. I did like it, though. I'm not saying that I didn't like it, but I am saying that I did like the second one more. And I'm actually looking forward to the third movie. I've actually heard a lot of people talk about Keanu Reeves and Adam Driver getting ready to voice Shadow. And I thought that was a bit off. I was like, why on earth would either one of them voice Shadow? Like, of all people that I would think would voice Shadow, it was certainly not those two. I mean, especially Keanu. I mean, he has been in a lot of movies over the years. And I don't know of him to voice act. I could be wrong, but I don't know of him to, like, actually voice act in anything. And like I said, I could be, like, 100% wrong. So if I am, just correct me down in the comments. Because, I mean, it's good to learn something every day. But the new Shadow movie that might be coming out soon, I am looking forward to that. And, I mean, like with me, I'm planning on doing something, but I can't really say what it is. It's just one of those situations. But I'm sure some of you have seen some of my art by now. You guys probably think, okay, something's going on. And that's something that I'm doing. To me, I'm a big person on detail. And, like, for those of you who don't know what OOC is, it means out of character. OOC characters are often, they're insufferable. So, with me, I've always been, like, a big thing about, you know, whether a character's actually in character or not. And I guess, for example, it would be like me making a love story with Shadow in it. But instead of Shadow, you know, being the way he is, he'd be all happy and cheerful and quirky and all this crap. And that's a pretty good example. Being everything that that character is not supposed to be. That's when it's, like, a bit off. So, I do know that Jim Carrey, I think, is planning on being, like, Fat Eggman, like, as we've seen in the games before. So, I do think he's planning on that, because I saw this scene in the movie where there's, I forget his name, but he's, like, the assistant, and he's looking through Eggman's outfits, and one of them is actually him in, like, a big, plumpier form. And I thought, holy cow, that's actually going to be really cool if that actually happens. Because, to me, Jim Carrey's actually been a pretty good Eggman. I mean, I didn't think he would. I didn't think he'd be really cool. I thought he would kind of be kind of cringy and kind of, like, not really knowing what to do and all that. But he did. Like, he really pulls off Eggman really well. And maybe the same thing is going to be for Keanu Reeves with Shadow. I mean, we really don't know. But I was talking to someone on iFunny the other day, and they were talking about Shadow's voice actor in 06. And so the only people who've actually voiced Shadow that I know of from Sonic X in the 06 era was Kirk Thornton and Jason Griffith. And I think Jason Griffith voiced Shadow in actually the Shadow game. I think. I could be wrong. But, I mean, to be honest, I don't know why either one of them could maybe voice Shadow. Because, I mean, we're so used to Shadow actually sounding like that. I also hope they don't make him out to be like this edgy person that they've turned Shadow into. Like, I understand that Shadow is meant to, like, be kind of grumpy and not really meant to, like, be around people. He's kind of an introvert. I get that. But Sega here lately has made him out to be, like, this absolute guy who just doesn't want to be around anyone. And I never thought that was the case for Shadow. Because, like I said, there's been many interactions with him. But here lately, and like here recently, I've heard that Team Dark aren't even like really a thing anymore. I was like, how could they not be a thing? I mean, don't put it in Heroes. I mean, I don't know what all's going on over at Sega. I don't know what they're doing. But I do hope, though, that in Frontiers, when it does come out, I hope that Shadow is more of a, I don't know how to say it. Like, I hope he's in there more. Like, he's actually, like, contributing more. Like, I miss when Sonic characters did stuff besides Sonic. And I don't know why, but here lately it seems like Sega has been doing that. Like, they've been almost making other characters seem like they just need to depend on Sonic. When before that, every character each had their own individuality. And that's always what I loved about the characters. I always loved how all of them had their own distinct ability, their distinct personality, their distinct skill. They all had their own thing. And Sega, for some reason, I don't know if they've just been, I don't know. I don't want to say lazy, but it's almost like they've been pretty non-creative with other characters. Like, Sonic Forces, I mean, I liked Forces, and I'm not gonna, like, say, oh, Forces sucked and all that. I'm not gonna say that. But I will say that, you know, I do wish that they would have, you know, given the characters more oomph with each other instead of just with Sonic, because it just felt like they just based it all around Sonic. Like with Tails, for example. Tails, he just couldn't do anything. Like when Chaos came out of that big portal and Tails was like freaking out and saying, Sonic, help me. I was like, dude, you fought Chaos before. You fought Biohazard practically. I mean, you ran from the cops in Adventure 2. You defeated Metal Sonic. I don't know how many times. And you also, like, tried to escape traps by the Zeddy. You even turned yourself into a robot at some point. I mean, I was like, dude, it's Chaos 1. It's literally a water droplet. Like, I thought that was a bit weird that that's all they based it on. And I felt awful about Tails because I was like, man, you used to do so much. All these characters used to do so much stuff, and I guess that's what I didn't like about it. And I know some people don't like Shadow the Hedgehog. I know some people don't like that game. That game I grew up with. So, I mean, I love it because it was based on, like, a childhood and everything. The gameplay, yeah, it was a bit shoddy. I do remember. I remember playing that game. I got that game when I was 12. And I was like, I was so in love with it. I would go down to my basement and I would just sit there and play that game for hours. Just constantly. And everyone in my family was like, man, she is so weird. But I never could get to the end. And I guess that's one of the things that I didn't like about the game. Like, I actually like the idea of Shadow wielding guns, and I like the idea of them driving. I thought that was cool. Because it was like, well, it does make them a little bit more human. So, I mean, they're anthropomorphics. They're animals with human traits. So, I mean, it would be weird if they didn't do stuff. So, I was kind of glad to see that also in Sonic 2. I was glad to see that part. But I don't know what's going to happen with Frontiers. I don't know what's going to happen with the new upcoming movie now. Like, I know they seem like they're rushing for something. I don't know what. But it did please me to see that. Like, I was actually really surprised. And I'm looking forward to it. But I mean, I'm sure some of you have probably heard a bunch of stuff about this new upcoming game and everything, and I've told people how I feel about it. I feel like, you know, I am excited about the game, but I can't really get my hopes up because I feel like, you know, if I do, the game's gonna suck. I have really bad luck like that, and so I'm always like, man, I don't want to be like that. I don't want the game to suck. Because, I mean, I love it. I love it. But I give Sonic 2 probably like a 10 out of 10, I guess. When it comes to, like, the background and everything, I know some people didn't understand the lore. I did like that. I do like the Easter eggs that they put in there. I liked how it does correlate somewhat to the story and to the game's lore. And everybody was always like, well, why is Knuckles a bad guy in this? Why is he bad? It's like, bro, do you not remember? Like, Sonic and Knuckles, it's like, dude, he used to hate Sonic growing up. Like, hello? I do expect a lot of good things, though. Like, I expect a lot coming from Sega, and I expect a lot coming from something that I'm doing. I expect it. But, like I said, it does feel like they are doing their own thing. And, I mean, that's okay. I mean, it's alright if they want to do their own thing, that is on them. And as long as it's really based on Sonic, and as long as the characters, like, actually stay in character and are not cringy, I really don't want any more flossing. That is insufferable to watch. But as long as they, like, actually, you know, act like the actual characters, I don't have a problem with it. Like, I really don't care what they do with their storyline, as long as the characters actually, like, you know, stay in character, and as long as, you know, they actually stick to some of the canon things. So, this video is actually a lot longer than I intended it to be. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Sonic Frontiers. I'm looking forward to the new movie that might be coming out in 2024. And I'm looking forward to whatever else could be coming out. Not saying. But if you like this video, be sure you hit the like button. And also be sure you subscribe. So that way I can get up to 300 subs. That is my goal here. And I'm sure a lot of people are probably like, well, why are you trying to get to 300 subs? I'm just going. I mean, I know I'm not going to get 1 million overnight, so I'm just taking it step by step. I'm weird like that. And also be sure you check out my other pages, as I do have a lot. And be sure you follow my Tumblr, as I've started getting back into drawing. I do apologize. I don't know what just happened with my phone. But I'm also looking forward to, like, the game, and I'm looking forward to, like, everything about, you know, the future of Sonic and what's going to happen. I have noticed that there hasn't been any more cringy Sonic art that I have seen. I could be wrong, but, I mean, you hope for whatever. Also, I probably won't be posting a lot here lately because I am sorry, as I've got a lot going on, and by the time this video comes, like, by the time this video gets posted, I'll be probably at the beach. Like, I'll probably be on vacation, and I don't know what's going to be happening, so we're just going to be, you know, looking around. I might do a vlog, I might do one, so I don't know yet. I'm really excited, and I'm really trying to look forward to things in life. So, I'm trying to keep an upbeat thing, trying to be positive, because that's really all you can do, is be positive. But also be sure you guys also read some of my books, because I do have some. If you're into Your Boyfriend, I do have a Your Boyfriend fan fiction right now that's out, and it gets posted every Wednesday, most of the time. And there's also going to be an upcoming Easter egg coming up in that book. I'm not going to say what it is, but there is something in there. So, I am probably going to go, and I really hope that everything is going to work out okay and different. And I figured I'd make a Sonic video, since I haven't made a Sonic video in a while. So, might as well. But, alright, little androids, be sure you do all that I just said. And I hope all of you have a good day, a good night, good afternoon, whatever time it is where you are. Alright. I love you, little androids. God bless. And remember, this isn't goodbye forever. It's just goodbye for now. Thank you for watching.